Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you some ideas, tips, and tricks on how to make some really quick and easy freezer meals. Now, these freezer meals can be used, I'm using them for postpartum, but they can be used for anyone, anytime, if you're just really busy. It really helps to have these in the freezer, ready for the crock pot, or even for baking. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with prepping. I find prepping everything first just makes it so much easier and quicker. I have my Ziploc bags that I have labeled with each recipe, and we were going to label it before we add anything to it, so that's all ready to go. And I'm going to start by prepping. Now for these recipes, I'm going to be making taco chicken, chicken teriyaki, barbecue pork, and a couple other things. So I'm going to be prepping my onions as well as garlic, ginger, and carrots. Those are the things that I'll be needing for it. I'm cutting my carrots in big chunks because I'm going to be using those for the crock pot, and having them in bigger chunks will also just make it better an outcome. I'm also going to grate some ginger as well as some garlic. Another tip that I like to do is actually buy the pre-peeled garlic, because I don't have to peel any garlic or anything. They already come in a pack, or you could actually use ginger paste or garlic paste. So I've got my bags in a bowl. It's going to just help sit them up. These are Ziploc freezer gallon bags. And we're going to make our taco chicken first. Also, I find that having everything ready and out on your counter, ready to go, like all your canned beans and all the sauces and everything that you need ready to go, makes it a whole lot easier. So I'm going to be putting in all of my ingredients that I need for this before adding my chicken. Now, for me personally, I like to cut my chicken up in small pieces. You can use whole chicken breasts or chicken thighs, but I like to cut mine up in small pieces, just so faster cooking time and less shredding for me when the crock pot is done. So onions and garlic go in the bag, as well as a packet of taco seasoning. And I'm going to be adding some black beans, as well as a can of Rotel tomatoes with green chilies, and also some corn. Now I'm making two bags of the taco chicken, because one will be used for burritos and one is going to be used as a rice bowl. So I'm going to make some rice separate, and the other time is going to be for burritos. Now the other one I'm making is chicken teriyaki. So I've added in my garlic, my ginger, my carrots, and a whole bottle of teriyaki sauce, and just mix it all together. And I'm also going to be adding some pineapple chunks to this, and I will have labeled on the bag what I'll be serving it with and what I need to add towards the end. So towards the end, when this is cooking in the crock pot, I'll be adding in some either some broccoli, fresh broccoli or frozen broccoli, whatever I have on hand, and that's just going to go into it towards the end because I want that crunch from the broccoli. I'm going to go ahead and add in my pineapple chunks and mix it all together. And I'm going to do all of these first before adding in my meat. Mix it all up so everything kind of just gets marinating in its own before adding in the meat. So your hands are still clean. You don't have to worry about it. And like I said, I like to go ahead and cut my chicken pieces up, so it saves me from having to shred them later on. And then the next one I'm going to be doing is also a chicken Alfredo. And this one is pretty much the easiest one. I already bought pre-made Alfredo sauce, put it in the Ziploc bag. I like to add a little bit of extra garlic powder to it. And you're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt and pepper. Not too much, because sometimes the sauce can be salty enough. And you could always taste towards the end and add a little bit more later on. Mix it up, and that's pretty much it for the chicken Alfredo. I will have labeled on the bag that I'll be serving it with pasta, so I could make pasta with it that day. The next one is going to be my barbecue pork, which is onions and garlic into it, as well as a bottle of barbecue sauce of your choice, and then the pork pieces, pork loin, pork chops, whatever it is that you're using. And this is the finished product here. I did have some extra chicken and some sauce, so I went ahead and made a Hawaiian barbecue chicken, as well as a chicken Alfredo, 2 taco chickens, and 1 barbecue pork chicken, barbecue pork chicken, no, barbecue pork marinade, and I added in all my meat. I mixed them up, and as you can see, I put them on a baking tray and I laid them flat. This is going to make freezing really easy, that they're nice and flat, and I will have them all in the freezer, making sure that my bags are dried. There's no moisture on the bags, so they won't freeze or stick to each other. And then I can remove the baking tray once they're frozen to make sure nothing's leaking or anything. Another thing that I did was we had some chicken that we cut up into small pieces. We've cleaned them, washed them, and they're going to just be sealed up and ready to be in the freezer, so whenever we need one, just defrost it. And then you can just season them because they're already washed, cleaned, and cut up into small pieces. So we have that ready to go. So today's a different day, and what I'm doing today is not prepping 4 to 5 different meals. What I'm doing is I'm actually just prepping lunch for today, which we're going to have some baked jerk chicken. So I have what I'm going to be doing today, and then I just doubled that recipe, doubled my amounts pretty much, and I have one of these little disposable baking trays, and half of it is in there. That's going to go in the freezer, and the other half is going to be made today. So this is a really easy way to double up and to have freezer meals ready for you just by doubling up on what you're doing that day. So this is just one recipe here for jerk chicken. Another thing that I did yesterday, I also made some pizza dough, and I have some already in the freezer. So a really great way too. So I'll share with you guys how I store that and everything on a later day when I'm going to show the pizza dough. So this is just for today. Okay, so today what I'm doing is I'm also doubling up another recipe, which is my meatloaf. One is going to be baked today for lunch, and the other one I'm actually going to bake as well, and then remove it from the oven, completely let it cool completely and totally down, and then I'm going to transfer it to a disposable tray and then place it in the freezer. I will have marked on the top of it, either I will cover it with foil, or sometimes they come with covers, the disposable trays. You'll have marked what it is, and if you need to reheat it, for how long in the oven, at what temperature. The same thing I'm going to do with the jerk chicken that I had, except that one is not cooked in the freezer. We're all going to just defrost all of these meals the night before in the refrigerator, and then place it either in the oven or crock pot, depending on the directions that you put on your tray or on your bags. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. I will have everything listed below in the description box for you guys, but remember, you can change this up to your liking, add different things, take things out, and make it your own. The point is really to make life simple and easy, especially when we need it the most. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this recipe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.
Bye!
Alright, bye-bye.